everybody. Today I need your help. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with a pink and rust colored 1956 Ford Fairlane. That's where you come in. I need your help. So as the story goes, 65 years ago, my wife's uncle bought this beauty right here, brand new off of a Ford showroom floor. Gifted it to his mother. His mother hated this car, refused to drive it. Probably had something to do with the fact that she didn't have a driver's license either. So after a short while, he gave the car to his wife. His wife then drove the car for a while, chauffeured the mother-in-law around a little bit until they all got tired of it, and then it just sat. So this car has 63,000 original miles on it, and it has probably not ran in at minimum 30 years. So our goal here is possibly to get it going again, and I'll tell you why I want to do that. My wife's dad, my father-in-law, called one day and said that the town that he lives in, a small town in the neighboring state, told him that he had to remove this car from his yard. No idea what he was going to do with it. So we offered to transport it over here, pay to have it transported over here and parked in our barn. That was 5 years ago, and it is sat pretty much in this exact spot, way up high on jack stands, and hasn't been touched. So fast forward to a few months ago, my son, who just recently gotten out of the military, decided he was going to move home, come home at least for a little bit. And him and my nephew decided this was their new pet project that they were going to work on. So they uncovered it, dusted it off, gave a little bit of shine here and there by, just a wet rag wash. And that's kind of where it left off. My son went to Oklahoma for a few months, years, we're not really sure. And the nephew got really busy with his second child. So here we are with this car. That kind of gave me the fever for it, and I still don't know what to do. I am not a mechanic. I am not a body man. There's quite a few problems with this car, but it is depending on if you're an optimist or a pessimist, it's really good or it's really bad. So I'll let you be the judge of that. Hopefully you guys can give me some pointers, give me some tips, give me something in the comments of what direction you would like to see this go. We could do future projects on this. I haven't really decided on a name for the project yet. I sent a picture of it to my son not too long ago with some pictures, or with some boxes sitting on the top, and he said, get those boxes off of Bessie. And I'm not really sure that I like the name Bessie. So I was thinking of a boy named Sue, since it's pink, or maybe a girl named Earl. I haven't decided yet. Either way, I need your help. Right now we'll go through a little walkthrough of it, and I'll show you the good points and show you some of the bad points. All right, figured we'd start back here in the back, work towards the front, because the front is some of the best part. It's also some of the worst part. As you can see back here, Fairlane, we had to bust the lock out of there. We did not have the key for that. Paint, pretty crusty in spots back here, some rust spots. I think somebody started to work on it at one point back here, but didn't get very far. Got your dirty gas can filler right there. And believe it or not, we found out as we was looking through this, these are where the exhaust came out. So way back in the 1950s, they were doing custom bumper exhaust. I had no idea they were doing that then. But the bumper itself, it's not in the best of shape, but it's solid and it's not all rusted out and it's still hanging on there, so I think we're good there. Take a look down the right side of the car here. It's kind of tight to get in through here. You can see we're just missing one piece of chrome trim here. We're not sure where that went, but the car's pretty nice. You can see where we did clean up there on the front with the pink. You can see it'll come back to life. I bet if we get a good buff and polish on that, it'll come out. But the whole car was covered in this little mold like stuff, and it just wipes right off. Thinking if we could give this thing a good Vice Grip Garage SOS treatment and good buffing and polishing, it should come out. All the glass on this side's good. I think the doors work over here. Yeah, everything works over here. Shut solid. I just noticed a license plate in the back window. I don't know if it's for this or not. As we come around to the driver's side, there's a couple spots that are not so great. We got some rust down in here. Fender wells, not too bad. They're pretty solid. Still got the little chrome pieces down here. The frame, where it's sitting right on the ground or real close to it, flat tires for years, has some bad spots here. And you can see a couple more up in here, the front fenders. But as far as up underneath the fenders, everything's really solid and looks really nice. Everything's pretty rust free right in this area. Everything's free, everything spins nicely. We haven't tried the brakes yet. I'll show you why here in a little bit. But everything is really nice down through here. Doors open and shut. They're solid. Nothing hanging, nothing falling. So overall, not bad. Mostly just body work or buffing and polishing and letting her be. So I was getting ready to open the door and show you the inside, and I forgot that I had not talked about the roof. The roof is magnificent. I don't know how it held up like this, being outside in the elements for as long as it has. But a little bit of scrubbing and buffing on that. Everything's really solid all down through it. It should be nice. So now, let's get inside and take a look. Original door panels, original handle, windows roll up and down. I don't like it very much, but they do it. There's no significant rust that's gone through anywhere down in through here. Door, they don't look too bad down along here, but it's not great. But original carpet throughout everything, original seats. Try to get in here. You can see if we can get down there and get the mileage on it. I think 63,000. Everything still moves freely. Steering moves. The horn will work once there's a battery in it. Got air. Dashboard is in great shape. The only window in here, only piece of glass that's busted is the front. That's right there, and it cracked it right down the middle, all the way down. But other than that, had some mold issues. Sorry for the shadow. I got some lights on my head so we can see. But it's really nice. Back seats, it's full of stuff, but headliner coming down back there in the back. But it's nice overall. We did find a treasure trove of stuff in this car when we were going through it. All kinds of stickers and manuals, and for anybody who is a Dale Earnhardt fan or a Do It For Dale, those who know what that is, you'll get that. Got a Dale Earnhardt t-shirt we found, tire change and rodeo shirts, got a whole stack of stuff in here. Kind of old, probably won't wear them, but you never know, might hang them up here in the barn, use them as decoration. So now we'll check out the front of the car. Again, bumpers, solid bumpers all the way around, nothing wrong with those. Got some pitting up here on this, got some dirt, but we'll probably buff some of that out. We do have some factory air options there. I'm gonna say it's to help keep the engine cooler while it's running. Probably not, but it's okay. We can probably fix that. Still got whole front grille on it. Everything's in pretty good shape up here. Still got the original emblems, the original hood mount there. So pretty nice overall. Let's take a look under the hood. Alright, here's up under the hood. Front's not all rusted out right here. That seems to be pretty good. We shined it up a little bit in a few spots real quickly just to see what it would do. Radiator all, I'm sure it's filled with gunk and bad, but looks good. Just a little tiny thing, only about an arm length. There's battery terminals completely rotted out of it down there, so we did the right thing and put a board on it. That fixes everything. Only loose wires I could find, which we did it, was that because we took off the blower motor that was right there. It's sitting on a table over here to the side. But the engine, as far as I can tell, everything is connected. Everything is operable. Probably not in the best of shape, but we was making sure the throttle linkage was all free. And it's free and nice. Carburetor didn't seem to have any kind of bunch of junk or anything down in it, so that's good. We did break off the top of the brake reservoir right there. We thought it was a screw. We could screw the top off to check it, but we were wrong and it broke. Still got the original C-Clean plastic bag. It's not very hard plastic now because it's 65 years old. But everything's pretty nice in through here. Doesn't look like it was leaking really bad when they put it to sleep for 60 or 40 years, but don't know until we get it going. So here's where we need help, because I'm not a mechanic. I could put a new battery on it. I could spray some stuff down the carb. I could see if it'll turn over. The only thing we have done so far, we put a battery on it. It wasn't really that charged. Turned the key, nothing happened. We had lights, we had everything else, but I don't know if it's a starter. Might have to get out a big hammer and adjust the starter. All right, so up underneath the front end here, this is the scary part. This is the front cross member. Goes across the front. It looks like it's welded on from what I could tell. There are bolts here for this frame piece. I haven't chased it all the way back, but I think that's just for the bumper. It looks like it's welded on right here. But your lower control arm goes right up into here, and that bolt runs right through there, and that is completely rotten. And it is completely rotten on both sides. I have done a little bit of research for replacements, probably around $500, but I don't even know how I'd get that thing off or how the new one even goes on. So this is the only thing that I think would keep it off the road. As far as I know, the transmission is good. The rear end is good. The battery there, that's not good. We did that. Whoops. I think that was the original battery from the car when it was made, but not sure. Everything else looks pretty good. There's no major drips anywhere. It's been sitting here, like I said, for years, and there's nothing on the ground except for some debris over there to the left from us cleaning on it. Really greasy under here. We did some cleaning over in here too. There we go. Just trying to get to the bolts. So we'll see. I'm not real sure what to do with it. So there's the car. Like I said, I don't know what to do with this thing. I'm semi-mechanically inclined, but never brought back to life a engine that sat for 30 years. Don't know anything about rear ends and pinion seals or any of that stuff. And I'm sure if anybody comments on this, somebody's going to say, you need to take it and turn it in for scrap, which I can't do, and here's why. Last time we was at my father-in-law's, we were talking about the car, and me and my son had all these ideas of what we want to do for the color, and like black and gunmetal gray and flake, and all kinds of other stuff. And before we even told my father-in-law the ideas, when we started talking about the car, he goes, "Oh man, you've got to get that thing running." And we said, "Yeah, that's what our plan is." And he goes, "And you have to leave it pink. Whatever you do, it's got to stay pink." So, okay, we'll leave the car pink. So then we started thinking about, do we do some new version of the white or cream, do something pearlish, and then do we do something like a new version of the pink, just kind of update it? And then he goes, "And it's got to be left all original. You can't change anything. The original rims and, you know, the original style tires and interior and everything's got to be original." Ugh. Again, kind of changed the whole plan that we had for it. So we discussed a few things, and we're going to do a couple different things. We'll put different rims and tires on it. We're going to bring it up, maybe disc brakes, bring it up to code and safety, for safety reasons, so we can haul the family around in it if we get it to that point. But as far as the engine, I don't think we'll do much to it. We'll get it running, see what happens, but I'd like to see what your comments are. What ideas you guys have? What have you guys done? What advice can you give me? How do I go about this? Because right now it's just me, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Not sure how long it's going to go, but it'd be a great ideas for future projects, future videos that we could do on here. See if we can get it going. So let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to hit the notification button. And hope to see you next time.